Now, some residents of Lagos State have called for urgent reforms in Nigeria's criminal justice system, highlighting the alarming issue of prolonged detention of individuals awaiting trial, even on minor charges. They emphasize the critical need for the Lagos State judiciary to regularly review cases to ensure fair and timely justice for all. The report.
Mbani Nicholas Ugochukwu, a victim of the tragic events that unfolded during the EndSARS protests, recounts his harrowing experience of wrongful arrest, prolonged detention, and the deep trauma of awaiting trial. His story tragically reflects a systematic flaw in Nigeria's justice system, where countless detainees endure indefinite imprisonment while awaiting their day in courts, sometimes for years.
That Chimezie Ugumba was a guy that I was joined with in the court as a casemate, that we committed the same crime. Somebody I have never seen in my life, I have never met before. When I even asked the boy about his own experience or the reason why he was brought there, he told me his own story, that he is a keke driver, that only that inside his keke he shouted EndSARS, EndSARS inside his keke. They stopped him and started beating him. That is how he saw himself in the police station. So when we were discussing all these things, little did we know that we will be joined together as casemates, just like that.
He urges the government to address the systematic failures within the judicial system, ensuring that innocent citizens are not subjected to the injustice of prolonged detention without due process.
People that will experience this kind of issue, it will be hard for them to forget. So government should really prevent such thing from happening. They really need to make sure that anybody being given charge, they investigate. Somebody that deserves to be charged to prison needs to be investigated to know if really he's worth it, or he committed the crime that warrant him to be there.
A member of the Take It Back movement and coordinator of its Lead Way committee, Damilare Adinola, echoed these concerns, drawing attention to the systematic failures within Nigeria's criminal justice system. Ademola highlighted the plight of individuals facing prolonged trials or unjust detention, urging the government to prioritize urgent and comprehensive reforms.
Until you are proven guilty, the law should protect your right, and this includes your liberty. But what do we see? We see a lot of awaiting suspects languishing in jail for years, 3 years, and there's also the part of the police who do not diligently prosecute suspects. There should be punishment for such prosecutors.
A concerned Lagos resident, Kunle Ajayi, also raised alarm about the growing concern of individuals being detained for minor offences that should never warrant incarceration.
I've been in detention before, and I've met a lot of people that are in detention over cases of night crawling, things that are usually even not in tandem with the Constitution. So for me, on awaiting trial and the rest, we need the judiciary to have a section of it that will be constantly and consistently reviewing sentences, reviewing people being sentenced, people getting to prison, reviewing people even detained in police stations and cells.
According to them, to address this critical issue, the Nigerian judiciary, particularly within Lagos State, must implement a system of regular case reviews which should meticulously assess the length of time individuals spend in detention, ensuring that justice is not delayed and that human rights are upheld.